is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Suavemente. Sky's the limit, baby.
Boxingvoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. We got some breaking news. We did report that Mikey Garcia was signing with Dazn, but now he had his press conference February 29th, 2020. TBV is lucky. We have our own event on that date, and now we've been treated to at least a fight that we can watch together after Border Wars in the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, right back in, I believe, Dallas, where Mikey last faced Earl Spence. So the question we're going to pose is this a good comeback fight, and give you some of those details since Eddie's out there misleading people on this particular signing. But this is what we're here to discuss. Mikey and Jessie will clash in a welterweight blockbuster at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, February 29th, leap year, live on Dazn in the U.S., and it will be Sky Sports in the U.K. I'm going to head on out to Indiana to my co-host, Gross the Boss. You know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let's get it.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the stamp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, what up? Welcome back. Shout out to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one, man. Mikey Garcia headed over to Dazn, and hey, I gotta admit, not a bad fight for your comeback fight. Not bad at all. Jessie Vargas is a credible opponent. We seen him in there with names like Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao, just to name a few. He's not the biggest puncher at 147, but he is a credible 147 to get back in the ring with. Now, don't forget, Keith said that this would be a comeback fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, this was a Keith Thurman a tune-up fight. So, got to give credit to Mikey Garcia for looking for a bounce back. What's going on, Ness?
What up? No, you're absolutely right. And I told Keith Thurman to his face I didn't think Jessie Vargas was a tune-up. And, you know, Keith told me he's a tune-up for Keith one-time Thurman. So I guess Mikey feeling the same way. Like, I'm not going to go too down the ladder. You know, he could have been fighting Jamal James or someone less, someone less, I guess, experienced. The good choice, the reason I think it's a good choice, I'm sorry. The reason I think it's a good choice is because the barometer opponent. Jessie failed in his attempt in a pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao, and obviously everyone knows Mikey Garcia wants to face Manny Pacquiao. So it's like, all right, let's see how you do with a previous Manny Pacquiao opponent. Can you handle him the way that he did? Will you do better? Will he struggle? Is Jessie, a different person from that Pacquiao pay-per-view?
Yeah, I was just going to say about the Pacquiao pay-per-view, it was a top-ranked promoted one, so it wasn't like it was backed by HBO because they didn't want to put it on pay-per-view, but Top Rank had to pay Manny and Jesse, so that they were forced to put it on pay-per-view, but which it didn't do very well. But at the same time, Jesse was in there with Manny Pacquiao, made it the distance. I don't think he got dropped in that fight either. Did he get dropped? I don't think he got dropped in that fight. I'm not sure, but I don't think he did. So he made a good account of himself.
It says Vargas was down in round 2.
Okay, so he did get dropped. Okay, I was thinking that he did, but I wasn't quite sure. Adrian Broner, you know what I'm saying? That's a good fight that he had with Broner. People thought that he could have got the nod. You know what I'm saying? Thought Broner to get a draw was a blessing. I was one of those guys. We seen him in there with Delorme, which was kind of let down. You know, he kind of shit the bed. There was like a softball up for him, but he didn't really capitalize on it. So Mikey Garcia, another big name for him. If he's able to get a win against Mikey, really puts himself in good position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, since his loss to Manny Pacquiao, he's only really gotten wins over Aaron Herrera and Humberto Soto. And the bigger names, he's either, drawed or lost to. Manny, he lost, draw with Broner, draw with Delorme. So it's hard to say where exactly Jesse is, but it's a decent choice, a good dance partner for Texas as well. What do you think about the location? We spoke about...
real quick, don't forget Jesse's coming back down from 154 where you fought Soto at. So it's not like he's been campaigning at 147, but he can't make the weight with no problem. But his last fight was at 154.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, and I've said that a bunch out loud on this show. I was wrong. Looking at BoxRec, the last fight was at 50 and a half.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but technically anything over 47 is in the next division, right? But
yeah. I mean, 47 is the limit. You don't make that, you're definitely fighting at 54.
All right, now the location, I think is a great location for this fight in particular. You got two, what's the correct term? What, Mexican background or Hispanic background?
I mean, yeah, 2 Mexican Americans for sure.
Yeah,
Jesse is, Las Vegas native, but he's definitely Mexican. And Mikey is definitely a California native, but he's definitely Mexican.
And deep in the heart of Texas, in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? That's a great spot to put it at. A lot of Mexican influence in Dallas, and Mexico is like right there, not far. Well, I ain't gonna say it's not far, but it's the border in country to Texas. So if guys want to come up, they can definitely come up and watch this fight. So I like the venue, and I think it's the perfect location.
Now, I just want to have people, know all of the facts before their energy isn't directed in the right place, because people may try to have the same energy for other welterweights, but he is coming off a loss, and
Come off a beatdown.
And this isn't a typical tune-up. Like a tune-up would have been an Aaron Herrera or a Humberto Soto. Jessie Vargas is a decent name. He's young. He still has years. No one is writing Jesse off. We're not picking him to beat many people, but we're not writing him off.
I'm going to say big ups to Mikey Garcia and big ups to Supermax for bringing that to my attention. Mikey's going back to the venue, well, not venue, but the city where he took his worst loss of his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's not, I know Jesse's not Earl Spence, but at the same time, your last fight was in Dallas, and you lost 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took a beating around 8 or around 9 that guys should have thought that the fight could have been stopped. So Mikey going back to Dallas to try to get a victory is kind of impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I commend him definitely going back to the location of his last fallen battle and kind of taking that sour taste out their mouth and changing that with a new performance. That's cool. Look, I want to get to the
you said Eddie misleading people.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, man, because, you see people, I'm biased, but my probing, it comes for everybody, Whenever I see something, I want to make my listeners aware of it. So, he's misleading people by like, oh, we signed Mikey. We signed Mikey. Right now, you could go to the Matchroom press conference on YouTube. I don't know if it's going to be taken down as they made a mistake, left Eddie mic'd up while you're waiting. And, he said it clearly. This is a fight-by-fight deal. What he does have, and what is very interesting, is last match option.
To his next fight.
Exactly.
I did read that.
So, but this is the thing. This is not a signing if it's a fight-by-fight. But cool, whatever. Tell people whatever you want. Build up Matru's brand and Dazn when it's a fight-by-fight. He can leave.
Working partnership.
Working partnership or... Look, at the end of the day, he doesn't need it to be a signing officially because he's got that last match, so he can still be in the ball game. He's still in the game per se. If Al says, look, Pacquiao's ready, they're offering you 5 flat to fight Pacquiao on, 5, guarantee plus Pacquiao pay-per-view back end. And then, Eddie comes and says, well, look, I'll give you 10 and let me deal with Pacquiao. Let me make an offer to Pacquiao. But I'll give you 10. Let me worry about getting him. Now, the thing is, he can't get Pacquiao. So all he could do is say, look, I'll get you an equal fight. You're on mute.
Can't get him right now. I think the rumor is...
Yeah, but that's the thing. If Al comes tomorrow, if after Jessie and Mikey fight on February 29th, Al picks up the phone in the post-fight locker room. He's like, yo, good fight. Listen, Pacquiao's ready. All right, cool. We're going to call you tomorrow. We're going to give you the details. Calls him tomorrow. Details is, yo, $5 million guaranteed Pacquiao pay-per-view, back-end money. Cool. Eddie, they just offered me the Pacquiao pay-per-view, $5 million guarantee. Yo, I can't offer you Pacquiao, but I can match the $5 million guarantee and I'll give you Regis Prograis. So then it's up to Mikey to be like, fuck, $5 million for Prograis. I'm doing that. $5 million for Josh Teller? I'm doing that. But if he's like, damn, Eddie, yo, $5 million is cool, but it's the legacy. If I beat Pacquiao, I'm first ballot Hall of Famer. All right, well, look, how about $8 million and Josh Teller? You know what I mean? That's how it's going to work. But Mikey still could be like, shipping, I'm out. I need that Pacquiao fight. You know what I mean? Now, Eddie could say, look, take this $5 or $8 million for Prograis or Josh Teller. Stay with us. He got one more fight. Now that you can't give him the fight with Pacquiao, who you think Pacquiao's going to fight? We got him next. Don't worry. Trust in the process. My pocket's deep. Soon as his one last fight, that's all they got. You don't fight him, he going to have to fight Danny, Sean, or Earl, and he don't want to do that. We got him next fight, Mikey. Don't worry. But here, take this 6 and be happy. Take this 8 and fight Prograis or Josh Teller or whoever they could think of. Damn! That can't be real. He making $7 million for Vargas?
Oh, for real?
Because the chat just be throwing numbers, man. I ain't seen nothing like that. Look, I'm not putting it past him. You had to give the man a lot of money to change his. He was on a path. Because let's be real. The energy again got to be the same. Mikey said he wanted the meaningful fights. I don't know how meaningful Jessie is. But I guess regardless of what he said in the past, a tune-up is a tune-up. And again, this really isn't a tune-up. This is a decent welterweight fight.
Absolutely, man.
Non-title, though. Decent non-title, so it's still different.
Definitely a decent fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good fight. Should be a competitive fight, you know what I'm saying? Mikey's still not a proven 147, you know what I'm saying? And we've seen Jessie here with the likes of Pacquiao, even though Mikey had better success against Broner than Jessie did. I have to admit, this fight is probably going to be very competitive. I think with the height and reach of Jessie, you know what I'm saying, and Mikey just not being a naturally big guy, it's going to be interesting to see. Now, if Mikey's able to go in there and have some success and land on Jessie's jaw, I got to see if Jessie can take that punch, because I think even though Mikey's a small 147, I would believe that he packs a little bit more punch than a Thomas Dolome or somebody like that. So yeah, man. I'm just trying to figure out if this $7 million real or not. Cause good grief, I'm on ESPN right now looking at this little article, and I don't see nothing about no purchase. You know what I'm saying? But if he got $7 million for Jessie Vargas, that's the best business decision I done seen in boxing all year. Honestly, like, wow. I don't know where y'all get that number from. Let me know in the chat. Is that being like reported, or is that just somebody out here trolling? Now, the venue in Texas, man, deep in the heart of Texas. I'm trying to think. Is it going to be at the Star, like the in Frisco, or is it going to
Yeah,
be at
Star
the?
of Frisco, Texas.
Okay, so it's going to be at the one Earl fought Ocampo's at. Okay, so look, I mean, nice venue. You know what I'm saying? Nice surrounding area. So yeah, it should be a nice event. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how the ticket sales go. And how many people are going to turn out for this fight? Do they feel like this is a big fight? You know what I'm saying? Down in Texas and down for the Mexican Americans, because I know they support Mikey a lot. I don't know how much they really support Jessie. I know they support Mikey a lot.
So what about the fact that Mikey turned 32 Sunday? Does that matter? And I'm predicting no knockout. What about you?
Well, welcome to the club, Mikey. It's just like that, man. I mean, look, bro, the age is for 32. I mean, this is the prime of Mikey's career. 29 to 33. That's when you in your physical, athletic peak prime, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's when the athletic ability slows down just a little bit, and that mental edge elevates a whole lot of bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now he's at the perfect point. You know what I'm saying, to get back in and trying to make a statement at 147 and beating Jessie Vargas in a fight at 147 does make a little bit of a ripple. You know what I'm saying, makes you probably higher rank in certain sanctioned bodies. And who knows? You know what I'm saying, what this could lead to down the road. We've seen Eddie and Bob do good business together too. So who knows?
Some quotes from Mikey. I'm happy to announce my next fight against Jessie on February 29th in Texas, live on Dazn, said Garcia. I believe our styles are going to make for a great battle, and the fans are going to be in for a real treat. Tune in and don't miss it. Vargas says, it's a big fight for fight fans. It's one people have wanted for a long time now. We are giving them what they want to see. It's going to be a great showdown. He is a warrior, and so am I. We both always go for the win and do anything possible to get it. I really believe in myself and my abilities. It's one of those fights that will generate a lot of attention, and it's the perfect time to shine and show that I am here to stay. I need to show that I am going to be world champion again, and this is the perfect fight to show that.
What kind of fight do you expect from these two guys?
I mean, I expect Vargas to attempt to make the fight, but I expect Garcia to be the way that he fought in the Lipinets fight.
Aggressive? Okay. All right.
I mean, boxer puncher, that's him. He's a boxer puncher.
Absolutely. High guard.
Eddie said, Garcia Vargas is a great fight, and I'm so excited to bring this show to Frisco, Texas, live on Dazn, February 29th. The Dazn schedule is simply breathtaking, and the venue, they are delivering to the fight fans in quite incredible. This fight has all the makings of Barrera versus Morales type of war where the styles should gel brilliantly for a classic. I want to thank Jerry Jones and his team for the support for this great event. Get ready for a huge fight and a huge card at Ford Center in February. It gives us pride to host another superior boxing match of this caliber with Mikey Garcia and Jessie Vargas.
Breathtaking, superior. But it's not like he good, ain't he, man? This breathtaking the zone schedule. I mean, hey.
Jerry Jones says showcasing two of the best welterweights in boxing showcasing two of the best welterweights, boxing superstars. Our fans and the entire North Texas region will get to experience another incredible event here at the Ford Center. And Joe McCroskey goes on to say, we're excited to have the February 29th showdown between Mikey Garcia and Jessie Vargas serve as the official start to another fight season on DAZN in 2020.
Glad to see the Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys not just only wanting to work with one, you know what I'm saying?
Entity?
Yeah. Because sometimes you get that with the Barclays, and now MSG is not. It's not like MSG won't work with PBC, but PBC has their flagship at the Barclays, so it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, pointless to even think about that.
Listen, it's starting. Eddie is starting to learn where to go. You see, he's having success with Chavez and Jacobs. And, you got Jacobs all the way over there, but it's because of Chavez. Now you're taking Mikey in the right place. You know what I mean? So
Over under 3 or more UK fighters on that card.
they're going to be opponents, though.
Think so? Think he wouldn't bring a Joshua Buatsi over to fight on the Mikey Garcia card?
No, he does nothing for the card. What does Buatsi do in Texas? He don't bring no sales. You got to put a Texas dude with the UK dude, So the UK dude gets to be like, all right, I'm about to beat an American, and the American dude is like, yo, I'm gonna fight in front of my hometown, and I'm gonna beat this Brit. That's usually what he does, though. Like,
I'm sure Hooker will be on there.
Didn't Hooker just fight though?
He did?
Or is he about to fight? I thought he was in camp or something, about to fight, because he with Bomac now.
Yeah. He with Bomac.
Yeah, I don't know.
He might be about to fight. Who knows? I'm trying to think of like people on Eddie's roster. From Ammo Williams probably be on there. He's a Houston kid, right?
You would hope.
Yeah, he's a Houston kid.
Because Eddie's showing his intelligence by taking the Mexican to Texas. I would hope that he's going to leave the native of Texas there.
Pacheco should be on there. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, it should be a good card.
I thought Diego was from California. It still makes sense, though. Still makes sense.
I don't care where he's from.
No. I know. What I'm saying, it still makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out where he is from.
He might be from Arizona, to be honest with you.
Oh, even better then, no? Well, yeah, and no, same thing. Not same thing, but you bring the same demographic in a sense. I guess that's it. Look, so we're asking you: do you think it's a good comeback fight for Mikey coming off a loss, and Jessie is coming off of a win to Humberto Soto, and before that, 2 draws. Number to call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one-time voice. Your opinion right here on the Voice of the People undercard. If you want to. On the Voice of the People
undercard. That's why I like Jessie, man. Jessie willing to fight anybody, bro. AB, give him to me. Pacquiao, I ain't ducking him. Mikey Garcia he can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jessie is willing to fight anybody. He was about to fight Javi Munguia. Motherfucker big as hell.
Nah, he was going to fight Thurman, too. Remember Thurman?
He can fight anybody. So, man. Big ups to Jessie, man.
Yeah, I said Voice of the People.
Okay. So, Hooker fights on the Chavez card tomorrow.
Oh, I told you. That's still enough time if he really, really wanted to, but, sometimes the rushing isn't good. James Kirkland. Shout out to James Kirkland. He signed to Davey Promotions, had a comeback fight, and
who is Davey's Promotions?
Bro, I don't know, but they really somehow got him out there. Like, I'm receiving press releases. He on my Instagram feed. He's back, and don't be shocked if you see him on a PBC card, I think. I don't know. But yeah, man, they got him fighting, man. They signed him, whoever Davies Promotions is, or Davies Management or something. I don't know. I reached out to them though to try and get the interview, and they seen it late. So I told them, whenever they're free, we willing to schedule. All right, so we're gonna go out to the callers. The number to call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one-time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Let's do it.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
It is hard to continue developing new content and covering the sport as thorough as we do without contributions from loyal listeners like you. If you enjoyed listening to the Boxing Voice Radio and find it informative and entertaining, please consider making a donation.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
I just want all the callers to remember that Mikey Garcia is not a natural 147, and he's coming off a tough loss to Earl Spence, which he took time off. You know what I'm saying? That fight was early last year, so got to give him a little credit for the time off and him not being a natural 147. This is a decent enough fight where it will be competitive, in my opinion. Now, Mikey goes out there and gets a knockout. I'm like, damn, okay. Might make a little statement.
Jessie started his career at 140, but technically speaking, like Mike said, if you don't make the limit, no.
Mikey started at 126, right?
Oh yeah. I was saying Jessie. Just in comparison, they both started smaller, but Jessie was always bigger. And technically speaking, he only made the junior welterweight limit like twice in his career, because when you ain't campaigning for a title, they don't really make you make the weight. So early in his career, he was with Roger Mayweather fighting at 140, and he only had to make 140 a couple of times, but then he parted and moved up. So we're out to the callers. Going out to Seattle. Boomerang.
Mr. PBC, baby. BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Sad day for PBC.
Yo, what's good? Mike and Ness.
Sad day for PBC, bro. Y'all lost Mikey.
What was that?
Sad day for PBC. Y'all lost Mikey.
It's okay. I mean, Mikey's still a good fighter. I mean, I'm not the type to be like hoarding fighters. I don't feel like any label or promotional company should hoard a fighter, like make a stable. I just want to see fights, really. I would love to see this fight on the 29th. See if Mikey still got that dancing move he be doing in the ring. He be dancing when he beat Robert Easter, doing a little cha-cha and shit. I like his style. And I just want to see if he still got the dog and still have the passion for boxing. And I hope to see him in there with a top welterweight. And Jessie Vargas, he's good too. I just want to see the best fight the best. And hopefully Manny Pacquiao chooses his next opponent. And hopefully Terrence Crawford goes for Sean Porter. I just want to see the best fight from the best. And I'm still with Daniel Dubois saying Anthony Joshua, fuck fighting. I mean, fuck sparring. Y'all need to fight. And that's my call.
All right. Mr. PBC. Yeah, man, thanks for calling in.
Daniel Dubois, I am going to knock you out.
Mike, get your mans in them, bro.
I ain't watch that shit, man, because I seen his hair. I was like, bro, I ain't finna watch this shit, man. Dude, they got my man fighting a punk rocker or something, bro. Look at her, pink hair, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? And then he said it like that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Daniel Dubois, I am going to knock you out.
I know I said I was going to judge a book by his cover, baby, but goddamn, Frank. Goddamn, man. The Africans weren't good enough no more? You said you went to China? What's going on, man?
He got that WBA ranking, though. They trying to move Dubois up, man. They trying to position him for the right fight, man. They trying to position him. We going out to Joshua in the New Orleans. Boomerang, talk to me.
Quietest Cup, man. We got a little good weekend of boxing coming up.
Josh, you got to unmute.
Oh, shit.
What up, Josh?
Joshua.
You muted yourself again, I guess.
Oh, I'm good now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay. My phone was tripping. It kept showing me that I was muted. So, with this Mikey Garcia stuff, I don't know how I want to enter this. Because I kind of got off Mikey when he started talking about Bud saying Bud ain't do anything. Or that style boring or some shit like that. He ain't fight nobody and all that. But, I mean, he was right around the weight class where he could afford Bud. Then he moves up to Arrow and get his ass whitewashed in the ring, outbox, by a bigger welterweight. Now he's fighting a welterweight who ain't did shit at welterweight, but got a draw with Broner who ain't never did nothing at welterweight, but only fought polymyalology. So maybe this might be right for Mikey. Beat up on the lower tier welterweights if he can get past the Vargas. If he signed with the Zone, they must have plans with him for like the Josh Taylors and Pro Grades of the world, because we know he ain't going to step nowhere near that 147 killer that got over there at top rank with the WBO title. I don't know what to say about Mikey. I guess this right up his alley. This is my first call. I'm gonna give my boomerang on the next call, unless y'all got something else.
No, I'll go back to you. Joseph in the New Orleans. We going out to CYP Boomerang in LA.
What up, CYP?
Yo, what up? What up? Oh, did y'all hear that AJ has backpedaled on his statements about going to Hell Fury?
You put yourself on mute.
No, I got a call. That came in. Y'all hear me now?
Yes.
So let's just say that shit is true. I'm trying to tell y'all, the UK, they like some little lost boys. They like, hey, you guys. They about the stupidest goddamn country in boxing, man. I told y'all was getting clowned for this shit. That made no sense. You're making Wilder look like he's the fucking king, and y'all scared of him altogether. Man, I hope this shit ain't true, because y'all steady taking L's. I'll boomerang back, man. Jesus Christ.
Super chat coming in from Big Nick. Mikey should go the Besputin route to Pac-Man. He don't have to, you know what I'm saying? He's still advanced probably by Al Heyman. So if that fight presents itself, I think Al Heyman can make it faster than him having the WBA regular.
BoxingVoice.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up, Ness? What up, Mike?
What up, Super Mix?
I think this is a good fight, man. It's a good bounce back. People, you gotta remember Mikey's coming back off of a loss. Dallas, Texas had a lot of love for Mikey, so it's a good venue to come back to. Like I said, somewhat return to the scene of the crime. And like I said, man, with that's kind of broken down too. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see Mikey versus Pacquiao sometime later this year, but next year. But I think that'll end up on the Zone. But that's yet to see. I think the Zone's gonna try to make a play for the welterweight division, and as see as they got some of the young up and coming welterweights over there. So we'll see what happens, man. But I think it's a good fight, good comeback fight. I'd favor Mikey to get the job done. I don't know that he'll stop Vargas, but it seems pretty reasonable that he can win the fight.
All right. Hey, Mike, man, how valuable is Pacquiao next year?
Depends on who he fights next and how he looks in that fight.
Because I'm thinking the dudes that we see the Zone go after, they giving these dudes $100 million deals.
I know,
Are they about to give Pacquiao $100 million to fight Mikey and who else? Who's he passing the torch to?
I was going to ask you this right here. They got to where their money for this year is pretty much all spent. You know what I'm saying? This is the last Chavez and Wisconsin. But next year, that money going to be rolling over, right?
I mean, I don't know if they get. I don't know how it's broken down. I know he got a mill.
125, 125.
Yeah, but I know he got a mill. And remember, he made it clear when we was first probing, Eddie made it clear that
when he's spending, how he's spending.
Not only that if it's a big fish, he just go calls John, and John gets in, and that ain't got nothing to do with his budget. So I don't know. I don't know where his pockets end or begin, but
yeah, and I feel like
I'm talking about beyond Eddie. To Dazn is Pacquiao, in your opinion, you the business major, at 40, is he still worth $100K?
100 mil.
100 mil.
Yeah, if you gave Gennady a 100 mil, we've seen the level of guys who he's fighting, and you're just wishing out hope for a fight with Triple G. You got to think.
Who draws those subscriptions for them? All right, now they got Pacquiao. We know they doing Mikey. That's a big fight. I believe that draws in some subscriptions. But if he beats Mikey, who's next? A Jessie rematch? Where's he going?
I mean, we seen Bob and Eddie do business together. I mean, it's gonna be a call.
Okay. So you're saying
I don't know how it works out. I don't know how it plays out, but it's definitely gonna be a call. Even though those guys go at each other in the media, they make business together, no matter what. And I mean, shit, who's to say that?
If you're Pacquiao and Sean Gibbons, his manager, and they offering you all this money for Mikey, like is Josh Taylor is that too much for Pacquiao? Like too young, too big right now. That's not the type of fights. Mikey's different. He's a small guy moving up. Or if you're Gibbons and you're looking at this DAZN card, you're like, all right, Mikey, Josh Taylor for 2 belts in the UK, still pay-per-view, whatever big numbers guaranteed. I mean, I'm just trying to see what could they offer Pacquiao.
Man, they could offer him Josh Taylor, maybe Jose Ramirez. We've seen them let Jose go across the street. You know what I'm saying? If he's talking about moving up, which Bob said he has, if Breach is still out here a free agent, we see Luba do business with both ESPN. Like, Pac, trust me, man. And when you a big fish like Pacquiao, just like Canelo, you gonna get your pick of the litter. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just scooping you up because they ain't read the analytics on your pay-per-views. They feel like shit. If we did $500,000-$600,000 with Keith at $75, what would you do for us? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
After Mikey, do they got another Keith?
They ain't, like I said, those guys moving up, man. Hell yeah. Pacquiao, man, people gonna support Pacquiao. We see it to this day. Like they supported Pacquiao against Broner. Like, even though Broner's a bigger star than Josh Taylor and Regis, I think the Regis and Taylor fight is a better fight than Broner.
All right. Wait a minute.
Got that look.
Eddie said
got that look
that it's gonna be multiple deals with Skills Challenge and the Princes. What if he told Mikey, just come on, we waiting on Pacquiao. Pacquiao's already been there. I've already been there. This conversation's already had. We just waiting for his contract to be up, and we're gonna do it out there.
Boom, nigga. That's probably what's gonna happen. Don't forget who else they got over there. Who else do business over there?
And over there we mean Saudi Arabia, guys, because I forgot to say that.
Who else do business over there? Know what I'm saying? Looking like Enrique Church now and shit. You know, don't forget. Even though he not the name that know what I'm saying, like in America, over there, shit.
But does that drive subscriptions for DAZN? I think I'll still watch Pacquiao Khan to watch Pacquiao knock him out.
I'm pretty sure DAZN has to sign off on it, so they might get a little, you know what I'm saying, package for the site from the site fee. You know what I'm saying, for Pacquiao fight. So I'm pretty sure if we're thinking about it, they already had meetings about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. They gonna have a meeting tomorrow after they heard the show.
You know
Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so that me and Mike's matchmaking conversations, obviously can take us to the level of Mikey and Jessie.
And I know AJ and Ruiz is a big fight, but Manny Pacquiao and maybe Amir Khan more so than Mikey Garcia. It's a huge fight over in the Middle East. Huge fight.
Man, you've been saying that shit for like 5 years and you only been here for 1. We're going out to JD, but you do love you some Amir Khan in the Middle East. My man don't never stop saying that shit.
Bro, I know where that demographic, like Amir Khan, he fought Billy Dib. They gave him $7 million for Billy Dib. A guy who was coming up from 130. 130, that's 3 weight classes, dog.
But did Amir do it with Skill Challenge and the same Princes? His was different, right?
I don't know that shit. I just know it was right down
because
the road.
Eddie made his shit feel big. Like Eddie shit stopped.
Rick Ross there, nigga, concert.
That shit stopped.
They had a whole song, and nigga Rick Ross had to rap on stage and shit before Amir came out. So
how is Rick Ross out there? Listen, I know Rick Ross got so much money, Mike. You can't tell me that. Just because you offering him more money, he ain't gonna smoke.
He ain't. Oh, okay. I mean, look.
You feel me? Like when you get to a certain status, it's like you like, yo, bro, I'm not traveling over there if I can't smoke. Like I'm super already rich. Like what you mean?
I'm probably they got guidelines like, hey man, y'all just smoking y'all room and shit like that. Don't bring it out.
I know it's got to be some secret society. See, like celebrities
you said
can
Wayne
smoke
over there, right?
Well, no, the report was that he was getting his ass detained for smoking. I ain't say he smoked. They let him go though. But yeah, man, let's get back to these callers. We got JD, Texas.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game to box. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Before I get started, man. Quick question. I see you got Texas on there, but I just tuned in. Where at in Texas?
At the Star.
Dallas.
Frisco.
Okay. I was thinking San Antonio. Them two. That'd be a big fight at the Alamo Dome. But anyway, man, listen. Getting to that, I would give the mental edge for Mikey, just because Mikey beat Broner, and Broner really won that fight against Vargas. So that being said, the mental edge already goes to Mikey. But fuck all that. I still subscribe to the fact where I guess he's gonna be competing at welterweight, or is he gonna be bouncing back and forth from 140 to? I just feel like he's hurting his career, man. He could be a killer. He could be like the vet at 140, while these other guys, these young guns, coming up into 140. Like, could you imagine Mikey being the vet, and then you got Devin Haney and those guys coming up? You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of big fights for Mikey at 140. I just feel like he hurting himself by going to 147 and competing there. But that's pretty much my call, man.
I just don't think they I mean, I don't know, man. We got to see what Dazn giving them, but I don't think ain't nobody giving them no 5, 6, 7 million guarantee for Devin Haney or them guys. But who knows, man? Who knows? Money being thrown around. We got any more boomerangs in here? Yes, we do. We got Bomb Boxing in Arizona. Talk to me, Boomerang.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What up, champ?
Nothing much. Just doing the damn thing out here, making some money. Love the content, man. You guys bringing it. I think this is a good fight for Mikey. Coming off the loss. Mikey's got a good chin. Vargas ain't afraid to scrap, but he don't got very many knockouts, you know what I mean? So I think it's good for Mikey. You come in there, this will be his first fight in the zone, right? Yeah. This will be his first fight on the zone. Yeah, a lot of people will get to see him. Plus, you gotta remember, these are two Mexicans, so at one point or another, it's going to turn into a scrap. So I think it's good for boxing, and it's good for the fans, man. I think it's going to be a pretty good fight. But that's what I got.
All right. Mike, I mean, the fact that Eddie could offer him a few title shots gives him the opportunity of being what, like a 4 or 5 division champ or multiple-time champ?
Yeah. I mean, it's all about accolades at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And getting the win at 147 will look good on his career. And even getting a couple title shots, you know what I'm saying, with those Josh Taylors and Jose Ramirez's of the world. I'm sure if they come with another package similar to the $4 million that they gave Top Rank the first time, I'm sure they can get Ramirez over there. But I don't know if Ramirez will even fight Mikey since they're in the same stable. So. Yeah,
man, that's probably not gonna happen. And Ramirez, I seen an article. He's saying he ain't gonna be rushed, but he will fight Crawford. So that's now him.
Yeah,
and
if you say Ramirez, I mean, what's his name again? Fucking, damn, I just fucking went. But yeah, if you're Ramirez, you don't, man, you just got them belts, you know what I'm saying? You defend your titles, make some money, you know what I'm saying, and try to unify with Josh Taylor. But before you think about going up to 147, at least give that a shot of being undisputed. that's the biggest fight for him, right?
Uh,
both guys.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Let me get to Donald and Cali.
Hey, you know what? Hey, that one clip that y'all be playing with, Roy say, cut the bullshit. Where you get that clip from? I heard that shit somewhere. I was just meaning to ask you about that last time I was on the show. Was that an interview you had?
That's dumb shit, man. He was like Floyd Mayweather say, I told Canelo, go in the kitchen, bring me the biggest knife, and cut all the bullshit out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't know what dumb found that shit at.
That was Dollar DiBiase made that for him.
I think this is a good fight because that shows that Mikey still has some heart. Because I look at Jessie like this. I respect Jessie. He's a good fighter. Also, you got to remember, Jesse's pretty tall for Mikey because Errol is 5'9". Jessie is listed at like 5'11". And I've seen Jessie before in person, and I'm about 5'10" and 5'11", and he's like about the same height as me. So he's even a little bit more taller than what Spence is, although we know he doesn't carry that type of power. So I look at Jessie as that's not a cherry pick. That's not an easy fight, but it's not a hard fight. It's a very respectable fight. You're coming back off of a loss from Errol Spence. So I respect Mikey very much for taking that Jessie Vargas fight because I wanted Keith to take that fight. And Keith kept saying that Jessie was a tune-up, and I was thinking, well, if he's a tune-up, take it because that's a good fight. Like I said, it's not an easy fight, it's not a hard fight, and taking a fight with Jessie Vargas, that's a respectable fight. You know, I wouldn't call you a cherry picker if you pick Jessie Vargas for a fight. You know, so I think that's a good matchup. I think that Mikey could probably beat him by just timing him a little bit more better. And I do see it's probably going to be some rounds in there where it will turn into a scrap and a borderline dogfight. I mean, I see Mikey probably edging Jessie out in a decision.
Decision. I mean, I could see it going decision, but I just think both guys might bite down on it. You know what I'm saying, and make it one of those memorable fights. When anytime you get two Mexican Americans like this in a ring, Mexican. It don't even got to be an American. Like they always remember, you know what I'm saying, those great fights that they've seen coming up, and they want to like give those things something to remember. And I think Vargas and Mikey can make out for a very, very competitive fight.
Going out to Nelson.
Dollar Beyonce Productions.
Yeah, I'm telling you, BoxingVoice.com. Damn bitches, they wanna new to me. Niggas, they better not fuck me, son. Better not.
Yo, Nez, what up? What up, Mike?
What up, Nelson?
Yo, this is actually pretty good. This duel, I could see this even going into a trilogy, and depending on the outcome, Mike, would you like to see Mikey Garcia versus Crawford at some point ever?
No.
Nah, because I say this because they say that Porter was an opponent that Spence fought. So is Mikey.
Yeah, but Mikey didn't do anything in that fight to tell me that he could do anything against Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like it's arguably he didn't even win a round against Spence. If that's gonna get you a fight with Terrence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao, like Ned said,
yeah, but we could see how Crawford fights against him, you know, and see how good that matchup is, and then see how Spence did, vice versa.
I guess, I mean, hey, man, if that's what you want, I mean, I push for it.
I just wanted to bring that up. But, yo, I think Garcia gets this, and I could see a trilogy happening because they're both Mexican. Great place over in Texas. And, yeah, that's my call.
Nelson, man, thanks for calling in.
They make a trilogy out of this shit, but they tripping.
We're going out to Keem in Florida.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, this is Finalized, Chico Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go
to work. What's going on, y'all? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I think this is a great fight. I agree with what what Mike was saying earlier, I think we got to remember, Mikey got demoralized in his last fight, man. He lost 12 rounds, after the fight. His brother in that post fight, in the ring interview, they asked him, because he had said he was going to stop the fight. I think after the 9th or the 10th round or something, he wanted to stop the fight because Mikey was getting beat down so bad. So, for a guy who's undefeated with a long, successful career, I'm sure that does a lot to you mentally. So for him to stay at 147 and come back and fight a tough guy like Vargas, I give him respect, man. I respected him for moving up and fighting Spence, So Mikey just he continues to get my respect. I don't think he takes any soft touches. I expect this to be a tough fight, real Mexican style fight. And shout out to Jerry Jones, man. That's a get money dude. I like what he's doing with boxing, trying to big fights to that. Down there to Texas. And I think that'll help boxing a lot, obviously with the demographic down there in Texas. But yeah, I'm excited for the fight. I'm definitely going to tune in. I think it's a good fight. And, just much respect to Mikey, man, for not taking any soft touches, especially after that beat down he got by Spence, man. But, yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
But yeah, man, I gotta give a fucking shout out to Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? I see you out here dropping some more bars and shit. Call you 2-time.
It wasn't really that fire like the last one.
But the crowd was, you know what I'm saying? The crowd made it, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, the crowd is the crowd, champ. They be on them anyway. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. But we got Steve, the ringer. Talk to me. Steve, you okay?
Yeah, Steve probably asleep. You know what I'm saying? He probably turned over or something.
Steve.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it to unmute or something.
You're good now. You ready?
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I like this. To me, this is like a 50-50 fight, and I'm looking for this would be an entertaining fight. My whole thing though is, is this still like a one fight deal he did with Hearn?
Yeah, one fight deal, but with the option to match. So after this, if someone offers him something, Eddie could match it, or Eddie could offer him a second fight, and it's up to Mikey to say no.
Yeah, I don't know where that's all gonna go. That's what I'm curious about. But as far as this fight, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As much as I don't like Eddie and his tactics, man, he's starting to get a hold of the American market, man. He's starting to make moves. He's making big moves here. I know he got to be pissing them other promoters off. He's turning it up. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what the future holds.
He's definitely doing good, I think, man. And especially in a year span, bro. It's like, whoa.
It's only a year though. Like,
hey man, did you see that fight he's gonna do in Miami? Did you see the venue for that?
I look, but the card isn't good, man. Andre Keeler, the best thing there is fucking Farmer and Diaz.
Yeah, man, but that venue, you gotta check out that venue, man. I went on there and checked. That venue is like a brand new. That's gonna be lit if he can pack it.
Is it like a baseball park or like an arena?
No, it's kind of like that one in Chicago where he did like a small little arena.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I think it's like a max like maybe 8,000 people, but it's like brand new. They just built it.
That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Making 8,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, give it that big crowd kind of feel.
Yeah, man. I think that's gonna be sweet. I wish I could get down there to check that out, man. And the location of it, man, it's like on an island in between downtown and Miami Beach. It's like in a sweet location. It's like on an island. Yeah, man. You guys, when you
Wait. He said the venue's on an island. So what is on like is in Miami? So it must be like on one of those little private islands. They got like them Star Islands and shit like that.
I mean, I ain't shit.
That's gonna be a motherfucker though. Traffic, yo, Miami traffic's crazy, bro.
Yeah. We got a super chat coming in from Trent Jones. Fight is okay. Don't want to see Pac Garcia. Pac Porter is the fight to make. This fight does not warrant Pac opportunity. Has to be Ugas Porter for it. Okay. And tell us how you really feel, Trent Jones.
All right, let me see. We got Edward. Actually, sorry, Edward. We got Boomerang Troy.
What up, Troy? Good afternoon to you.
Hey, what's up? I would have preferred if he fought Jose Ramirez, man. He owns 2 belts at 140.
They the same
both
stable.
Mexican. So
They're
business.
trained by the same guy.
They can still fight.
All
They
right.
can still fight, man.
One of the reasons why
I mean,
Larry
if
and
that's
Carlo didn't fight each other, you know what I'm saying, that they were trained by Ronnie Shields.
yeah, and then there's okay, you can't fight him, but it's Josh Taylor. He owns 2 belts. You know, yeah, he could have gone over there and done something, and because this is really not a step up fight for him. It's really kind of like a step back fight
But
because
he's
you can't
not a
go from.
natural 147 either, so he gotta kind of, know what I'm saying,
Well, he's
get
not.
back in the saddle.
That's what I'm saying. He should stick to 140. He's not made for 147 because they're just too big, and his frame is not that big. But we'll see what happens. Even though I have no interest in this fight whatsoever, but we'll see what happens because I can say this about Vargas: he's always ready. He's never had a fight where he was ever blown out or beat up or anything. He comes prepared and he comes to fight, and he makes you work. Everybody that he's fought, he made them work. That's his job. So we'll see what happens.
Who you picking?
Too early for that, right?
No, I'm picking Garcia.
I mean, you got a favorite. I mean, the bookies got favorites. You know what I'm saying? But they make bets.
Garcia, Troy, thanks for calling. We're going to Edward in Alabama.
What up, Ed?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Appreciate it. Hey, what's up? I just want to say it sounds like a good scrap to me, man. I don't think he can. It's a guarantee that he can beat Vargas. And Vargas is a tough fighter. At this size, he's going to be big, a little stronger, man. So it's a good little fight with everybody. The only thing about it is I don't know, man, because Vargas went over there and like became a graveyard, man. I haven't really seen him fighting like he normally would. You know what I'm saying? It seems like I've been waiting for him to come out for a while now, and you know, I like this. I think anybody paying the money, if Pacquiao can go there and get the money, then do it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring him some money. Man's 40 years old. After he beat Thurman, he's revitalized his career, and it'll be a good scrap. I think he washes Garcia, but it'll still be a nice fight to see. You know. Other than that, man, you know, the zone's coming up a little bit. I mean, I still don't know if I'm going to be able to support it. I'll probably still be streaming the fights and whatever, stuff like that. But it's a nice little scrap, and it's good to see that Garcia's trying to get back in the saddle with a decent touch. That's my call. Appreciate y'all.
Edward, man, thanks for calling in. And as far as Jessie being in the graveyard, he just fought in April, and most, you know, top guys only fight twice a year. We're going out to Brian in Duval. Hold on a minute. I think I just...
Duval County in Chicago, right?
No, but I just got a ringer, and that's the whole point of the ringer, cutting the line. If you don't know what that is or don't truly understand, head on over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice and check out ringer status. I think that's all that's available. Boomerang's all sold up.
BoxingVoice.com.
When I was locked up in county jail, I thought the Southside was going to fight. I knocked out the Southside. Teardrop.
BoxingVoice.com.
What you got to say about that, Deontay? What you got to say about that,
Hold on a second.
Yo, that ringer privilege is legit. And no, I got the last one. Sorry, sap suckers. So the 29th in Texas, huh? Jessie Vargas and Mikey Garcia. Ness, who's the favorite in your opinion? I guess it'd be Garcia,
Mikey, yeah, should be, right?
Yeah. So I would assume so. I was just asking. So I'm an underdog fan. So I'm gonna go with Vargas. He's a beast, anyways. He could very well win, in my opinion. What, we all gonna get together after the Border Wars and watching this, or what? That seems legit.
Dog. Sounds like a
That's
fight party
legit
to me. I was begging for a fight. That's why I was trying to do Border Wars the week before.
No, I could have made either one, but I wanted it to everybody be able to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. No, this allows all the fights to happen, and we got a fight to watch.
Well, now, Mitty was the reason why we made it for the 29th mainly was because of Mitty, huh?
Yeah.
And now Jose is in the Border Wars chat, and they're talking, and
Yeah, you know
I
that
really
ain't
want to see
happening.
the fight. I know he's not going to really take it. He's just blowing smoke up our ass. But let's see if he really does it. I
I
mean,
doubt it.
I think it could be funny. I want to see him fight Ant, honestly. Border War 7 is going to go down. If you're not on Patreon, y'all need to subscribe. It's not the $3, it's the $5. You got to have a $5. Don't be cheap. And you're going to watch me put Southside on the north side. He's going night-night. First one to ever knock out somebody in Border Wars. I'm going to come back and knock the dude out that did it. White boy out.
White boy, thanks for calling in. We got Brian in Duval County.
It's Chicago from Duval, but never mind that.
Shit.
Man, Eddie Hearn is doing his thing with the zone, man. He's getting exposure. He's making the fights in Texas. Mexican, Hispanic. It's gonna sell out. Be a great show. I'm gonna take Garcia on that one. I don't think Vargas got the power. Mikey got the skill though.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, but Vargas does have the reach, and he's the naturally, I won't say naturally bigger, but he is the naturally bigger, starting at 140. Mikey's starting at 126.
Yeah. Easter Bunny had the reach too, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely right. You're right about that. But I think you could say that Jesse's level of competition is a little bit a lot bit better than
Yo, Bloody Elbow is reporting that Mikey's one fight deal worth $7 million.
Gotta get paid.
$7 million. Yo, Al had to let you go. He can't give you $7 million.
Not for Jesse.
For Jesse? For Jesse?
Should he get 10
Damn.
for like Earl?
What the fuck?
Would he get 10 for Earl, right?
Man, I don't know,
That's
man.
the PBC
There's so many rumors.
PBC business. That's why you can't get the great fights, because it's all about the business. Everybody wants that money, man. Everybody wants that
fights
money.
because niggas not passing them $7 million for a motherfucking tune-up.
Nah,
Fuck
man, you can't. $7 million.
Shit,
Look, Luis Ortiz passed
Give me
them
all the hate. I take it.
Yeah. Yo, you know what he did yesterday, Mike?
Don't.
Hey, Brian, that is the rest of your time. You know what he did yesterday, Mike? He bought a fucking Phantom and was backing that shit up in the driveway before the press conference. Damn. Every time he get a deal, when he got the Earl deal, he bought another car. He loved cars. That's beautiful for him. God bless his cars. I hope nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? God bless his cars. God bless, him, and hopefully, he drives safe. But he bought the Phantom Coupe.
I just hope, with like so many cars, like the insurance company like give you like a group discount or some shit. I got 35 cars, man.
I mean, it's probably under LLC. He ain't dumb. It's probably under LLC. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would hope. Yeah, put him down as a company car. Write it off. We're going out to Junior in Houston.
All right, what's up? What up, TBV?
What up, champ?
Man, I got man, Eddie Hearn, man, he a beast, man. He the AJ fight.
Hey yo, in 1 year, look how things have changed, Mike. Now he a beast.
Man, yeah, this one of the best promoter year. That's crazy, but man, that fight though, that's not a tune-up though, man. I think Jesse might be a little too big for him. I could see him winning the decision versus Mikey, man. But we're gonna see, man. I like the fight a lot. I like that fight, man. Eddie throwing the bag at him, man. So yeah, shout out to Eddie, man, in the match room, man. That's my call, man. Thanks for having me.
Eddie getting shout outs now. Damn.
Shout out to Money Making Coppinger, man. Breaking news, Coppinger. They hate on Cop, but according to Athletic, the pack, includes a one-fight option that stipulates Hearn can match any competing offer to retain the fighter's services. Garcia has been a promotional free agent working on a fight-by-fight basis with Premier Boxing Champions ever since his nasty split with Top Rank. Matchroom's Eddie Hearn has relentlessly pursued Mikey ever since the Zone launch, and now has him at least for one fight.
Mike over there with the Zone. You know what I'm saying? He out here reporting shit.
Hey, yo, I seen Steven Espinoza say, yo, did the Zone pay you for that check? I ain't seen Mike getting paid. What they gave him a show on the Zone? What I don't know.
They announced, like, nigga, I'm happy to announce that I have whatever with the Zone.
What'd he do?
He works for him now.
As what? A writer? Because they got a .com now.
I mean, okay, well, maybe a writer, maybe a senior, well, no senior, insider. I don't fucking know. That's him.
Hey, man. Well, he just gave us the info. Now, I mean, look. So now they're gonna say he's showing favoritism to Dazn, but when he was dropping PBC news, ain't nobody care.
Oh, bro, I don't care what people say. I mean, I'm just glad.
No, I'm talking about people being Espinoza. Espinoza ain't have a problem with him when he was reporting for PBC.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
now all of a sudden he want to have Twitter beefs over the words. He's like, I went back and looked at the tweet. He said, "Oh, you can't use viewership that way."
Yeah, man. All I know is Showtime's first card next year ain't looking too good. I don't even remember who fighting on that motherfucker. To be honest with you.
What on Showtime?
Yeah, they got a card.
Nah, they got
January.
the Danny card, bro. They got the Danny card versus Red Chat. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. But does Fox have anything to do with CBS?
I don't believe so.
Because, like, why would Showtime even sign that deal, right? It's like Fox gets to choose. According to that dude Wagner, they get to choose.
I was just talking, man.
Oh, he was lying? Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that, but I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Showtime can choose too, and Al decides on where he go because he goes with the most money, and maybe Fox has the most money. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said that probably like we get to choose. Nah, nigga, y'all just got the most money. You know what I'm saying, for certain fights.
Tim, talk to us. Unmute.
Can you hear me?
Tim, you got a lot of background noise.
I don't know what Tim.
My bad.
What's going on, Tim? What you got going?
We good.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mike.
Hey, man.
Did you see how Tyson Fury, what he said about Eddie Hearn?
No, what'd he say? What'd he say?
He said Eddie Hearn's a bitch. You can tell him that. Don't lie. You saw that, right?
Nah, man. I gotta watch it.
Oh, hold
I
up,
was
hold up.
busy today doing my little project that I had. You know what I'm saying?
Is that old or is that new?
Oh, that's old. You know what I mean? That's before they Joshua. All right, but that's okay. What's the Terrence? Okay, what's going on? Mikey Garcia versus Jessie Vargas.
That's what's going on.
Mikey Garcia needs to move back down to lightweight, and Jessie Vargas is physically a bigger guy. And it's a good matchup for right now, but you know what I mean? Terrence Crawford needs to fight Danny Garcia.
I agree.
And I guess that's it, because I'm kind of fucked up, you know what I mean?
All right, Tim.
Always fucked up. No, he's tired. Every time Tim calls, nigga.
He got a good job, and when you got a good job, you can get fucked up.
I see.
We going out to Pat and Bean Town.
Yo, behind.
Pat is working right now.
All right, Pat.
Hold on, let me go.
Go ahead and cook.
Yo, pretty good fight, kind of what I expected, you know. I think that Mikey Garcia's skills are just going to be a little bit too much, even though Vargas is a bigger person. I think that it's crazy that these two fighters are probably going to make combined purses of over $10 million. You know, that just shows how great the inflation in the amount of money in boxing has risen in the past few years. But I'm just working, guys. Thanks for the show. Peace.
Hey,
Pat, man, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Killer. Talk to me.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a decent scrap, but Jesse's not a good fighter at all. Jesse's not a good fighter. Even though I think he won against Broner, that's only because Broner fights in spots, and he was fucking Jesse up when he chose to fight. But Jesse's not a good fighter at all. And I never rated Mikey as highly as they used to before his human feces performance against Errol Spence. You know, and
Yo, you
I
funny.
mean, you know, he fell off basically, and I remember they used to give Mikey a lot of credit for taking the Errol Spence fight. I always suspected it was a cash grab, and if you look at what he has been doing after the fight, it seems like he's from now on only going to do cash grabs until retirement. That's what I'm guessing, you know. But you know, it's going to be a decent scrap between two, you know, mediocre fighters and one bad fighter in Jessie Vargas, and that's my opinion.
All right, man, for the heat. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Keep on making this show.
Thanks for the content, fellas. I really enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate you,
listening,
man,
We
for
appreciate
calling in all the way from Sweden, man. Drop us a 5-star review on the Sweden iTunes. We get to see it, man. We need those. I got all the haters dropping
I
these.
wonder, like, how like the Swedish women are over there in Sweden. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you know, wasn't the girl from Transformers with the blonde hair when they got rid of the first girl? Remember the girl with the black hair?
Oh yeah,
The blonde girl,
the
isn't
blood.
she from a Swedish model?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was a model in Swedish. Her name was Inga
I know that they got like Swedish like meatballs and shit.
in IKEA. Yo, yo, we went to Stay Wavy TV.
No, not yet. Stay away. What's going on?
TV, what up?
That's the mic. What's going on, dude? What's going?
Man, you the man, man. Talk to it.
Yeah, we just need you to get off that, you know, that speakerphone. I know you back in your car
That
rapping shit.
nigga on a fucking rotary phone. How he sound?
We're gonna give you a couple seconds, you know, and have you get up off that. You ready for us?
Y'all hear me better now?
Way better.
Yeah. All right, so man, I'm just glad Mikey Garcia not fighting Manny Pacquiao because, bro, I honestly don't know why people want to see that. Bro, like, I think Manny Pacquiao would dominate Garcia. I think he would knock Garcia out, bro. Like, you seen what happened with Errol Spence and Garcia. Like, I'm just glad I don't got to see Mikey Garcia Pacquiao. But as far as Jessie Vargas, I see Garcia winning. You know what I'm saying? He took a lot of punishment in that Spence fight, so I don't know if he's going to be the same fighter. We got to see. But you know, it's going to be a decent fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting nobody to get knocked out though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me either, man.
But
I'm not
expecting
expecting a knockout either.
Right, like, but I want to ask y'all, Ness and Mike, do y'all actually want to see Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao?
Hell no. You heard me say people was trying to give it to him before this fight right here. They was trying to give it to him straight off a loss. He gotta actually he gotta knock out Vargas. Like he gotta come out of somewhere and just be like, bam, you know what I'm saying? Or like he got to do something. My energy's always the same. You gotta earn a shot at the top. You don't just get it because you bring a little bit of stuff to the table, man. Like you gotta earn that shit.
Based off sure
Big
sides,
fact.
I think, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
But Mike, he talked all that shit to Spence talking about I'm smarter than you, I'm stronger than you.
My nigga, at least he had the courage to get in there with Spence. Pacquiao went to that Spence fight and said, no. No, I don't want that.
I'm just saying, I mean, you're right. I can't even say what I was about to say because what I was about to say was going to be like, yo, man, you offer somebody what they offer Mikey, but I'm sure they was offering Pacquiao more.
Hell yeah.
So you're right. Not everybody do the Spence tango. Stay wavy, man. Thanks for calling in. We going out to Boomerang, Joshua. Joshua, New Orleans. Unmute. All right, we'll come back to you. Boomerang, Bomb Boxing.
I'm here. Shit, I understand that everyone wants to write Mikey off. I hear a couple callers in there saying, "Hey, check it out. I never rated him this high, this or that. I'm not excited." But let's remember who Mikey was before he got destroyed by Spence. You know what I mean? That man's the truth, man. He's a phenomenal boxer. At 140, he hits hella hard. And I know he's moving up to 147, but y'all need to put some respect on that man's name. That's one of the, he's got arguably the best trainer in the game, and his brother. And I see him coming back. I think he's going to beat Vargas. Then you get him a title shot with, there's a couple names out there. We've already talked and mentioned those names. But I think keep his name, keep that respect on his name. That boy, that's a bad boy. So I just wanted to show some love for Mikey. Shout out to everybody in here that supports the show. Thank you guys for the content. You make my day enjoyable. And I'll get at you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I'm dropping our DAZN link in the chat right now because you can't watch this fight without DAZN. On DAZN, you're going to catch Mikey Garcia February 29th live from Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Use TBV's links in the description box. Me and Mike get a little kickback, and we'll probably be able to buy a cup of coffee while we're out. Mike is actually busy for this fight, so he won't be there. But we'll be there. The rest of the crew will be there for Border Wars. So join us. And if you don't know what Border Wars is, definitely check it out right here on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Type in Border Wars in the search bar. Check out all the free content. You can also head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice to check out all the latest fights. We're going out to CYP. Talk to me.
Yo, hey, Crespo, I loved your intro, man. Your song was fire until you clown my man Roy. I don't appreciate that, and you know I don't appreciate that. All right. Then, hold on a second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't somebody on this show say Showtime is the place where PBC fighters go that Fox kicks them off? So if I kick you off, you go to Showtime. That's what happened with Jamal. Where the fuck is Danny Garcia's next fight? Mike, could you tell me that?
Showtime.
Thank you very, very much. Very, very much.
Yeah, because
Boomerang thing.
Fox ain't going to pay for that shit. But when he fight Earl, it's going to be on Fox.
Bum bash. Keep the same energy. Hello.
I mean, see, I love the back and forth. See, I faded him out because he said I'll boomerang back. But I faded him back in so everybody could hear him say that because it don't bother me. Because we all understand Danny's actually fighting and has been fighting the best in the division. Yeah, he lost. Cool. I mean, I'm not going to fault a guy for losing. Now, if you lose like Mikey and talk like Mikey did, that's different. I see guys and why the energy's like that. You know what I mean? But I want that Danny fight, both with Earl and with Crawford. Those are fights we got to see. Spence and Porter showed us, man. Ruiz and AJ showed us. If we gonna keep living in a fantasy world, then fine. But I learned 2019 was the year of the upsets. Am I right, Mike? I think that enough showed us that we have to see these fights. We can't just say
the year of the upsets and the year of the nigga where your nuts at. Jeff Horn did it today. AJ did it last week, and we're gonna see if Tony Harrison can be able to do it this week. So far, it's 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
You mean in terms of going into the immediate rematch and winning?
Yeah, and Horn and AJ was knocked out. Harrison wasn't knocked out.
We'll see. Harrison definitely believes he's already won the mental game. We're going to New Mexico. Rel, talk to me.
Yo, what up, Ness? Shout out to the Boxing Voice.
Thank you, brother. What's going on?
I had a quick question about the Wilder Fury 2 fight. Is that gonna be on Showtime, Fox, or ESPN?
It's gonna be a dog fight to see who get it. The words of Brian Custer, not my words.
Yeah, all we know for sure is that it's gonna be on ESPN with probably Fox or Showtime. One of those two got to bid on it.
Okay. So for the topic, I just want to say I respect Mikey Garcia. I always have what he's done. He beat Adrian Broner fair and square. He outboxed him. I never wanted him to fight Errol Spence because I already knew he was gonna get dogged, but at least he stayed on his feet. I got Mikey Garcia winning this Vargas fight. I feel like Vargas really lost to Adrian Broner, but they gave him the draw just because he threw a lot of punches. In the early rounds, he threw a lot of punches, like I want to say 1 through 6. He had a nice amount of punches, but most of that shit was being blocked. So I feel like Vargas really failed to Broner. I feel like this should be a Garcia versus Broner too, more than anything. But let's just see how that go. And as far as Border Wars, you said it was youtube.com/what?
Right here on our YouTube channel. Just type in Border Wars on our YouTube channel. And you can check out all the free stuff that we have. Because what we do is like every season, after the new season is out, we release the old one. So, you know.
Well, I want to sign up. Can I do it from YouTube?
No, to sign up, you got to go to our website.
I tried it. I went to theboxingvoice.com and I could not find it nowhere, no category.
/Border Wars. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a direct link. That's GTO.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
Later.
Bet. Thank you for calling in. We got Joshua again, Boomerang.
Get my boomerang and CYP. I'm working right now.
All right, CYP, close us out.
You know, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. You know what's funny is that it's Charlo versus Harrison rematch. Now, if you call yourself a hardcore boxing fan, they've done everything that's needed. You got one dude going for a knockout, one dude a slick boxer. Both sides, both fan bases are going to be satisfied. You got a fucking grudge match. You got shit talking. You got damn near fighting. You got postponements. You got everything you need. You got a belt on the line. You got everything you need in a damn rematch to tune your asses in. We ain't talking about it on here, so I'm using my motherfucking 3 minutes to tell y'all about the fight, how exciting that shit is, and why you should go see it. That motherfucker's being held in Ontario, California, 20 minutes away from the kid, and I'm taking my motherfucking black ass down there. Already bought 4 tickets. I'm going to support. I see all the fights on TV, but you know what? I ain't never gonna let a fight be that close to me and not go support. Because that's what you do on TBV. You either Patreon, you super chat, or you fucking pay. Some of you bitches don't get that shit. And I'm not surprised that y'all don't get that either. Because y'all sit here and y'all ask for people to be kicked off the show that pay Patreon and super chat while your bitch ass can't even press a like button. That tells you where your brain's at. You a fucking idiot. You can't even press a like button. That tells you how important you are. And what you gonna do? You gonna watch the Charlo fight. You gonna watch Harrison fight, but you ain't putting your money on Harrison. But if the numbers ain't bad, you gonna call back and talk about the numbers. Y'all motherfuckers need to get it together. Because when you can't talk wins, you talk numbers. And y'all know many of my slogans. But the best one is, if you don't want to fight, watch what the fuck you type. CYP out.
All right, ladies and gents, that is it. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Matt, Machine Gun, you haven't pressed 1, so just don't know. If you just listen, I know normally you just listen working, so I'm assuming that you are just working. That being said, and that's GTO on Instagram and Twitter. Mike. Gross the Boss.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312 and follow me on YouTube at Mike on Sports.
Peace.